Hey, I'm Adam Jusko, and this is Strictly Credit Cards, where we talk about strictly credit cards. Subscribe, why don't you? In this video, we are looking at the Abound Credit Union Platinum Visa, a card that gives 5% cash back on gas purchases and possibly has a rotating 5% rewards category that we're not sure right now if that is a permanent fixture of the card or if it is temporary, but we will talk about that. Anyway, the Abound Credit Union used to be known as the Fort Knox Credit Union. It is based in Kentucky, and it serves people that live and work in Kentucky as well as military members, and then there are other groups that are eligible to become members as well. The good news for you is, if you're interested in this card as we talk about it, it looks like the Abound Credit Union will find a way to get pretty much anyone in as a member if they want to be. So I'm sure there's some sort of back door or whatever you would want to call it to make you eligible for membership. So those are sort of the traditional groups that they serve, but if you're interested, you probably can become a member. So the Abound Credit Union Platinum Visa is a no annual fee credit card that gives you 5% cash back on your gas purchases. You get 1% back on everything else that you buy with the card, except starting in October of 2020, Abound added an extra 5% category. So from the beginning of October 2020 through the end of 2020, you could also get 5% cash back on your Amazon.com purchases. And then as the year rolled over into 2021, it was a new category where you could get 5% in addition to that 5% on gas. And so beginning in 2021 is 5% back at restaurants, whether that was dine-in, takeout, or delivery, including things like DoorDash and Grubhub. So as I make this video, we're in the first quarter of 2021. So you've got a card that has no annual fee, giving 5% back on gas, 5% back at restaurants, and then 1% back on everything else, which is a pretty nice looking credit card. In terms of redemptions, Abound says that the cash back you earn is sent automatically to your card, which I can only interpret to mean that you get a statement credit for whatever you have earned each month, meaning it's going to reduce your bill by however much you have earned. So if you spend $500 on the card and that earns you $20 in cash back, that would reduce the $500 that you owe that month to $480. So you wouldn't get the cash back in your hands, it would just reduce the amount that you owe each month. Really not any difference. It is going to mean that you are paying less and getting the rebate on the things that you purchase, but that appears to be the way it works. Couple other notes on this card: no new card holder bonus. So if you're someone that likes getting an extra $150 or $200 on the front end with a new credit card, if you spend a certain amount, you don't have that opportunity here. It is the long-term rewards that you are getting this card for. Everyday interest rate on this card, a very low, as I'm making this video, 9.25%. Now you don't have any special 0% offers on new purchases or balance transfers, but in today's market, if you are getting 15% as an interest rate from the big banks, you would consider that low. So a 9.25% interest rate is very low. Many people paying up in the 20s if they ever carry a balance on their cards, which of course you shouldn't. So the interest rate shouldn't matter that much, but if it does, very low on this card. But other than that lack of bonus, a really nice looking card, and if it was being issued by one of the big banks like Chase or Citibank or Bank of America or whoever, I would say you should seriously consider picking this one up. However, because it is coming from a credit union, you have to decide if it is worth it to sort of do the rigmarole that comes with joining a credit union in order to get a credit card. In this case, if you don't have sort of natural eligibility as someone who's in Kentucky or a military background or something of that nature, they'll find a way to get you in as a member, which means you might have to join some sort of auxiliary organization that then has eligibility with the credit union, which is really no big deal. However, there also is going to be a $15 fee on the upfront end in order to become a member. It's divided up into, like, I don't know, $5 to become a member, and then $10 is a one-time charge or something like that. But if you don't really care about any of their other products, you could also sort of look at that as like a $15 annual fee in the first year that you have the card. So you have to decide if you want to pay that. And then of course, anytime you join a credit union, it's not as easy as just kind of going online and applying for a Chase card or a Bank of America card or whatever. It's usually a longer process. Sometimes they're going to want more proof of your income, all that kind of stuff. So if you're interested in the card, you sort of have to decide whether it's worth it for you to do what it takes to become a member and get approved for the card for these rewards. Some people more than happy to do that. Some people just want the ease of using one of the big banks and getting whatever rewards are available to them. So if you're watching this video, probably a decent chance that you're one of those people that's willing to do a little more work to get into a credit union to get some of these rewards. But in this case, maybe worth the extra work. 5% cash back on your gas purchases, possibly a 5% rotating category, at the very least 5% back at restaurants through the end of March. So if you're willing to do a little more legwork, this is a card that is definitely worth looking closer at. Questions, comments, put them in that comment section. Otherwise, thanks for watching and we'll talk to you again soon.